it's Lighthouse Angel. Welcome, welcome. It's time to rise and shine and get motivated on this Monday, right? I went ahead and already got the overall energy for this reading. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. On this channel, we focus on taking you from zero to hero in your own life, giving you the tools and information that you need to grow and evolve and expand and get in alignment with the best version of yourself. And always, always, always keeping the divine number one. Okay? So this is the overall energy. I was called to these decks. And this is what came out. I got one scripture that came out as well. It's very powerful. And then I'm going to pull a couple more cards and get some messages from the compass box. So let's go ahead and get started. We have two animal spirit cards. One of them is the dolphin spirit, which is play. It says, swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Okay. And then we have the goose spirit. It says inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Okay. You may be seeing dolphins or geese. If you do, just a confirmation that this is your message. But what I'm getting is you may be traveling somewhere for fun. Okay? Right? I'm also getting it may require you to embrace your confidence. Because we have confident and confidence on both of these. So confidence is significant here. Maybe you're meeting someone or going to a new destination, because it says you need to be you are a brave traveler. So maybe you're meeting someone that requires confidence. Okay. But eliminate any fear with this and follow your wisdom. Go with the flow. This also might lead you or to a new friendship group as well. Or you could have friends that are leading the way or helping you move forward on this. But the divine doesn't want you to worry. You're going to be blessed. Let yourself fly here. I'm hearing you know the way. That's what I just heard. You know the way here. Okay, and then we have the first one to come out is this. It was, in relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. Okay. And then it says, what is meant for you won't pass you by. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. And whatever goes, let it go. Okay? Maybe there's somebody trying to come back around and the divine is saying, you know, what I'm really getting is like, if somebody's trying to come back around, the divine's saying you need to look at their consistency, okay? Right? Don't give them permission to hurt you again, because something else is coming in for you that's meant for you, and it's not going to pass you by, right? Hold those boundaries. That's what I'm getting. Maybe somebody's testing your boundaries, because the next one we have is number 4, which is be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. Okay, So what I'm getting with this is the divine wants you to get in a space where there's no distractions, right? So you can hear your intuition, so you can hear the divine guidance clearly. We also have a full moon here, so this could be what you need to focus on up and coming during the next full moon. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm really getting. Because, whatever this is, this relationship here or relationships, right, with somebody who couldn't be consistent, right? The divine is saying you need to be still. Don't give in to someone that is only going to hurt you again. Okay? This could be any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be family, co-workers, right? It could be any sort of relationship. It doesn't have to just be a love relationship here. Okay? But consistency is a key. And if the consistency is that, they're consistently hurting you, right? You don't give them permission to do it again. You need to keep those boundaries that are gates. You need to keep them up, right? Making sure that you only give access to your time, your energy, right? Because it holds value. And not everybody deserves to have access, right? Especially if they're consistently, I'm hearing jabs, like maybe they're doing like emotional jabs at you to bring you down, or I'm hearing cut at you. Okay, take that how that resonates, okay? But this person doesn't deserve to be in your energy, right? If that's their pattern, that's what I'm hearing, their pattern. Okay, it's something you have an inner knowing of as well, right? Now it's time to go out and have fun. It's time to have good times here, joyful living, I'm hearing. But you need to go with the flow here. Okay? And that flow may be you needing some time in silence here. Okay? Maybe you've been on the go, constantly distracted, constantly going, right? Being pulled in too many directions. It's time to be still and silent so you can hear the guidance here. And then we have, the fear of man lays a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is safe. Proverbs 29:25. And we had right here, exhale fear, right? And when man is following fear, they're laying a trap, right? But whoever trusts in the Lord is safe. Okay? So trusting in man is a trap, right? You need to trust in the Lord. Trust in God, okay? All right, so I'm going to get a couple more cards, and then we'll get some messages from the Lighthouse box here. Okay. And maybe that's why, okay, so I just got this. It says inner knowing here, and then it says be still. Okay, I feel like you need to get in this space of silence and stillness so you can hear your inner knowing, your intuition on this, okay? All right. Imagine, number 20, okay? And maybe, okay, I'm getting two things here. I'm getting, be still. This could be in meditation, right? Imagining your future, your dreams, your life, right? Something that you have an inner knowing of here. you could be doing that, understanding that you maybe have some kind of intuitional or inner knowing about something that is coming in for you, that's meant for you. Okay? Focusing on what you're trying to manifest as well. You could also be getting some downloads in your dreams. I'm getting that as well. And then I'm getting with this card as well is imagine playful living. Okay, that's what I'm getting as well with this imagine card. Yeah, because it says swim in the happy joy of living. I feel like the divine wants you to imagine living in this happy, joy, playful life. Okay? All right. And this could be something that you've already gotten visions on, or dreams, or maybe you're using your imagination and creating what you want to manifest in your life here. Okay. We have positive focus. Yeah, that's like focusing on manifestation. What you're wanting to manifest in your life. It says positive focus. What you see is what you get. So see yourself succeed. Stay optimistic. Yeah. I'm getting focusing on the new. This is what I'm getting. Focusing on the new, right? Staying positive, focusing on your manifestations, keeping that higher vibration. Maybe you're focusing on these things during meditation. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get some messages from the compass box to see if we can get more information on this. But this is I'm hearing focusing on your purpose as well. And this relationships one, the consistency here. This may be a thing of your past, right? And the divine is like, I need you to look forward. I want you to focus on the positive, knowing that something is coming in for you that you imagined, right? This could be on your vision board. This could be a vision. This could be something you're trying to manifest here, right? Through stillness. I'm hearing, I just heard, I'm bringing it in for you. That's what I just heard. Okay. Stay optimistic. Okay. Let's see. Because what's meant for you will not pass you by. Okay. Which is why you don't have to force anything. That's why going with the flow is essential, right? Letting the divine guide you, right? Because if it's meant for you, it's not going to pass you by. Okay? I'm hearing trust the process. Says, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Yeah. Stay focused, stay positive on what you're trying to manifest, right? Knowing what's meant for you won't pass you by, but also focusing on giving you the love and affection that you deserve, right? That could be something that you're focusing on right now. And just by giving yourself that love and affection, right? And the attention, that self-love, self-care, right? It's raising your vibration. Okay? It's helping you maintain these positive thoughts. Staying optimistic on what you imagine, right? Forget the mistake, remember the lesson. Yeah. You know, and like I say, there is no mistakes, there's only lessons, right? Everything is meant to teach you something. It's what you do with it that matters, right? Which is why, you know, if there's a relationship in your life, friendship, you know, family, love relationship, coworker, whatever it is, right? That isn't consistent, right? You need to stand in your truth and honor giving yourself that love and affection yourself, right? Because I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's like focused on their goals, their dreams, what they're trying to manifest here, keeping the vibrations high with positive thoughts here. And I'm hearing, I don't want to repeat the lesson. Okay, I'm not interested in repeating the lesson. That's what I'm hearing here. I just heard, I'm choosing myself. Okay, maybe that's how you feel about this relationship that you feel is inconsistent, right? Okay. If you can stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Okay, again, it's talking about positive here. You may wear glasses, or glasses might be significant. But it says, if you stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Yeah, it's just keeping that higher vibration, right? Focusing on, I'm hearing imagining something different. I feel like maybe that's what some of you are doing, is imagining something different, right? Through positive focus and thoughts and being optimistic. Because if you're doing that, that's what you're attracting, right? Maybe the past, you were thinking negatively, like had a lack mindset, right? That could be of your past, right? And now you're like, nope, I'm choosing myself. I'm staying positive. I've learned that lesson. I'm not interested in, maybe this person is inconsistent with being able to, maintain the same vibration at you, and you're just not, I'm choosing myself, right? To grow and expand, and sometimes that requires to leave people behind if they're choosing to stay stuck, right? But I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's really focused on what they imagine their life to be like in the new, okay? It says, keep on moving. Yeah, keep on moving forward. I think you have a deep knowing. You could have seen, the divine could be giving you signs about what you imagine is going to happen or is coming, right? And you're staying positive about it, even though maybe the things around you seem negative or feel negative. Because what you think about, you bring about. So if you're staying positive, you're putting out that vibration, that energy. You're putting it out about yourself, about others, about your situation, right? Being grateful, being in alignment with the energy of love, right? Love for yourself, love for others, right? But holding those boundaries, right? Protecting your energy, right? So you can maintain that alignment. It's all about maintaining the alignment, right? So I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's really focusing on moving forward with that being the focus here, right? You've learned a lesson, and I'm hearing, and keep it moving, right? You learned the lesson and you want to keep it moving, okay? We have judgment, okay? This person could be under judgment, divine judgment. Judgment can also be somebody coming back around, like wanting a second chance or something like that, right? And this could be like, nope, no. I learned the lesson. I'm good. I'm going to keep it moving, right? And stay positive, right? Even though I may be in a negative situation, right? But I'm going to win because I imagine and I am focused on what's meant for me. That's what I'm hearing. 7 of Swords. Yeah, what I'm getting is someone is under judgment for lies. Somebody lied to you or is keeping a secret. I'm hearing deception. Someone is under divine judgment for that. That could be this person that's being inconsistent with you, which is why the divine's like, focus on yourself here, right? This person is under divine judgment, right? Because God sees everything, right? And you know, the universe and God will balance the scales, right? The karma, the scales of karma have to be balanced, right? So you just don't want to be, right? If this person is being inconsistent, you just need to release them, right? Because there's some kind of deception going on here and they're under judgment. That's what I'm really getting, right? I'm also getting someone may have forgot the mistake, but they're going to remember the lesson. This could be the judgment. Because this is in black here, right? Maybe someone's pretending like, oh, that didn't really happen. No, this is a lesson, right, that you're going to have to grow from here. This 7 of Swords, this deception, sneakiness, lies, right? The divine wants you to keep moving forward and imagining something new here, okay? Helping others is helping yourself. Yeah. And, you know, what I'm getting with this is that it creates healing, right? When you do kind things for other people, right? It helps heal yourself. Okay? And it changes the energy of the people around you that you're affecting, right? By helping somebody in need, you have an impact on their life, right? And that spreads. So, and it also it heals you and raises your vibration in operating out of that energy of love, right? Having that impact on others. Be careful who you trust. If someone will discuss others with you, they will certainly discuss you with others. Okay. This could be the Seven of Swords here. You trust somebody and they discussed you with others. Right? This person's under judgment here. Okay? Just keep moving forward, right? Continue to help others. If you're in a field where you do help other people, right? Keep, it's healing yourself, right? But also, we can all do something, in our day. Even a smile can help somebody who's going through a difficult time, right? Or even just some kind words. Have the time of your life. Okay, that's this, right? You're going to have the time of your life here, right? This is what maybe you've imagined. Oh, wow. If you just heard that car, that's take off. Okay, maybe this is going to take off here. I'm also getting it with this, like keep on moving. You're going to have the time of your life. Okay. And this could be you're traveling somewhere. You could be traveling to the ocean since we have dolphins here. Right? You're going to have the time of your life. Could be something you imagined. Okay. I'm also hearing a secret could be revealed. There might be some sort of deception that's going to be revealed to you. Okay? But don't let this hold you back, right? You want to keep on moving forward. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Yeah, this is the third confirmation here of positive thinking. Yeah. Because it's what you put out comes back to you. That's what creates the change in your life. You're never going to create a positive life with a negative mindset, right? You're just going to attract more negative things. So keep focus on keeping that high vibration of positive thoughts because things are starting to change here, okay? And maybe this is the secret you're going to hear about is that someone you trusted that was discussing you had a conversation with you and was discussing others, turned around and flipped it and went back and manipulated the situation into their favor. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. But you got to move past this, right? Keep on moving. All right? Because all it does is say more about them than it ever says about you, right? As long as you keep walking in your truth, but this person is under judgment, okay? But the Lord stood with me and strengthened me. 2 Timothy 4:17. Yeah, the divine is walking with you and strengthening you. Okay? in this journey, right? Holding these positive thoughts, imagining something new, meditating, like getting the information from the divine about leading you and where you need to go, focusing on yourself, right? Understanding that your positive focus here is going to lead you to success. How to win at life. Step 1, let people do what they need to do to make them happy. Mind your own business and do what you need to do to make you happy. Step 2, remember step 1. Okay. How to win at life. Step 1, let people do what they need to do to make them happy. Mind your own business and do what you need to do to make you happy. Step 2, remember step 1. Okay. So yeah, stay focused on your path, right? Focus on the things that make you happy, keeping that positive thought. I'm seeing this light here. It's like you're the light in the darkness, right? Creating that change in your life of positivity here. And letting the divine guide you and strengthen you as he stands with you in this journey. Right? But he needs you to release distractions. I'm hearing find peace in a quiet space. Okay? And just focus on the things that you need to do to make yourself happy, right? You're not responsible for other people's happiness, right? You're not responsible for filling other people's cups. They need to fill their own, and you need to fill your own. We get so worried about being pretty. Let's be pretty kind, pretty funny, pretty smart, and pretty strong. I like it. We get so worried about being pretty. Let's be pretty kind, pretty funny, pretty smart, and pretty strong. Yeah. Don't be so focused on the definition of image, right? Image is short-lived, right? It changes. You can be in the spotlight 1 minute and be forgotten the next, okay? So focus on the things that hold the most value, which is kindness, making someone laugh, being strong in your thoughts, right? Knowledge is power here. That's what I'm hearing. Knowledge is power here. And we live in a world where, creating illusions of what pretty really is, right? But you got to walk in your truth, right? And that truth is being authentic to you, honoring your uniqueness, being whole, walking in your truth, right? And stepping in to all that is of you. That kindness you carry, being funny, being smart and strong. Knowledge is beautiful, I'm hearing as well, right? All these things are impactful and long-lasting. Pretty is not. Okay? It can change. Okay? And know that your uniqueness right? That is your superpower, okay? Embrace it. We all have divine gifts here. If everybody would take the time to embrace and step into their authenticity and walk with the divine, you know, you would be surprised at the amount of gifts that you have to offer, right? But a lot of people are focused on their own agendas, right? I'm hearing your beauty is endless. That's what I just heard. Your beauty is endless. Okay? So keep staying positive, right? Imagining something new. Work on your meditation here. Because you're going somewhere and you're going to have the time of your life here. Okay? And release this person, right, that may be presented to you that was deceiving you behind your back, right? Maybe it was somebody you were trying to help here, right? Well, they're under judgment now, okay? So you need to release them. They have to learn a lesson here and grow through that, right? And keep focused on yourself. All right, so I'm going to get a couple of cards to close it up. I just heard playful living again. So that could be where you're headed next is playful living. Okay? It says, the presence of love will always cast out fear. And okay, there's this another confirmation about fear, because we had on this we had exhale fear, right? And then we had on this card the fear of man, right? Operating in the presence of love will always cast out fear, because love and fear are direct opposites. You cannot love someone or something and fear it at the same time. Not truly. Not authentically. Right? If you truly love someone, you can't fear them. Fear is an illusion. It's not real. It's something to keep you stuck because it hasn't happened, right? It's meant to keep you stuck, stagnant. Not moving forward. It's a trap right here. The fear of man lays a snare. A snare is a trap. That's the devil energy. If anybody who sits in fear, it's like a trap, right? But if you walk with the divine, you're safe. Okay? It's a trap to keep you from growing, from evolving, and to be distracted, right? Your fear will keep you distracted. It will keep you stuck. It will keep you from living. And it will keep you in a negative mindset and a lack mindset, okay? And when you're in fear, then and you put that energy out on everything in your life, well, you're just that's what's coming back to you. More fear, right? More stuck energy, right? And that fear, that energy it'll affect your health, it'll affect your body, it will affect all kinds of things in your life, not just your energy. because it's a low vibrational energy. Love is the highest level, the highest vibration. Fear is low vibration. Number 12. It says, creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. I am a visionary. Okay, number 12 could be significant, or 1212. Okay, but this is all about imagining. It's like, I'm speaking to somebody who I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who has high vibration, because we have a lot about love and positivity here. You may help others a lot. Finding strength in God here, right? And we also have another one here about your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Okay, it's another thing about positive thoughts here. Okay. But I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's a visionary, somebody who's been imagining and staying focused on what they've been wanting to manifest here, and it's coming in. That's what I'm hearing. It's coming in. I just heard all you have to do is be still. It's coming in. That's what I heard. I'm also hearing, in the stillness, you're going to get the guidance that you need here. Okay? That it's going to get you moving. I'm also hearing that. Okay. That's the message I have for you today. I hope it's resonated. I hope it's given you clarity and information that you need to get your life unstuck and moving forward. And if it doesn't resonate for you, please check back tomorrow. I do daily readings Monday through Friday. But until then, have a wonderful Monday, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.